all my settings so for better stream. Hopefully it works. Spent a lot of time on it. If not, I'll just go jump off the bridge or something. Everything. Not funny. So.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than Saquon Barkley, the NFL's reigning leading rusher. I'm also the NFL's leading husher. Shh, hush up back there. Wow, I might have just set the hushing record. Well, almost. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Investment Services Corporation and Finley, Columbus, Ohio.
Futures filled me with dread for so long, but now, can't believe I'm actually starting to be excited about what might come after all this is done. Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Hi.
What's going on, G? Eduardo.
What you doing?
Just applying some Outer Worlds 2 and Jew.
Okay, have fun. Gotta hit the road again.
Better go be making my money, beat. I'm just kidding. Be safe, dude. Don't need any bugs. I know you.
Don't tell me what to do.
Alright, then go eat bugs. See if I care. Don't be complaining to me when you get home wanting a belly rub. You have a bounty. I do have a bounty. Because I'm bountiful. They coming for me, Gunny. I forgot where to go pay my bounty at.
Try this again, Rao. Nancy agreed the free market to Arcadia. The free market is what allows
I think there was a bounty place in
the free
Dorado.
market is good.
Free market. Preposterous. If it were free, anyone could take what they wished at any time.
It ain't free like that. It's free in the sense that it's been liberated from outside control. Like the Earth Directorate, or your sovereign. Folk can buy what they want, when they want.
What if someone needs something they cannot pay for?
Then they are free to take on work until they can pay for it. In our society, we ain't
Out of my way, robot.
sounds of an Etsy holiday.
Going is.
Now that's special. Want to hear it again? Get original and affordable gifts from small shops on Etsy for gifts that say, I get you. Shop Etsy.
I think this is the place. Maybe this isn't the place. What's up, Eddie? Eddie, getting a lot of Eddies in the room tonight. What's up, G?
Andy's choice don't look kindly upon thievery. My records show you have an outstanding fine for past offenses. Pay up or face Auntie's justice.
That's a lot. Listen, can we talk about this? Maybe work out some other arrangement. You're going to suffer some bodily harm if you don't get out of my face right now. Listen, can we,
I'm listening.
Why don't you and I make a private deal? I'd rather my money go towards someone deserving. I'll give you some money, then you walk away, otherwise.
Funny you should say that. I've been entertaining a theory this was a mere misunderstanding, and you were a trustworthy sort. Pleases me to see I had the right of it. Pleasure doing business with you. Watch yourself in the future.
Does that clear my bounty, though, is the question. I better go check. I think the bounty thing is even... Oh, scary. Have a brother? Yeah. Here. Maybe this is the place. Fucking dump, yeah. Sorry, gotta be here. Ooh, not a good place to be, right? Yeah, I don't think it's fun. Fairly certain this is not the plan. Hope everybody's Friday was okay. Mine was survivable. Made it out the other side. Intact, somewhat. Missing an arm. You know how that goes. Get the fuck off my way. Check your Yeah, I don't think I have. I think he cleared my bounty. Alright, well that takes care of that then. Fair enough. Alright, let's go do your quest.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts.
Let's go, Tristan. There.
Stop right there, Arbiter Ralph. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Exactly what questions does the Consul have for Tristan? We're here to meet someone. Step aside or get hurt. If the Consul's goons know what we're doing, we may be in for more trouble than expected. And finally, is seeing Virgil really worth the fight, Tristan? Maybe we should leave, which is never the answer.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Send a message to me here. Sentinel said he sent a message to meet here. How did you know we'd be?
I'm sure he only told you such a thing to lower your guard. All the easier to slide a blade between your ribs. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
You mean there hasn't been bloodshed yet?
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least have the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
Oh, that haircut. Alright, Tristan, what do you want to do here?
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so, why lure me here, then meet me openly when Perrault could have ambushed me from behind?
Are you mad? Because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike. Surely you don't intend to converse with him about it?
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
Easy, Tristan. You said Virgil was like a brother, right? Makes sense he'd care. Agreed. I don't think the Sentinel in a fight will be much of a problem. We can infight later. Let's focus on the Sentinel for now. Number one.
I appreciate the support. Though we are not related by blood, I suppose we are just as wont to bicker with one another as true brothers.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but unless there has been some kind of mistake, you must still submit to me.
Number one, whisper to Tristan, if you want to end this den peacefully, follow my lead.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
I'm actually a criminal, Arbiter Rao has been tracking. He's shown me the error of my ways.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
We're a strange pair, but repeated death-defying acts have brought us together.
Yes. When you ran through burning leaves to save those Protectorate children, I knew you'd truly given up your criminal upbringing.
Yes. I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties after I apprehended you.
That's convenient. Don't suppose you'd consider working alongside this guy, Tristan? I thought the consul killed your mentor. Why is he looking into her death?
No. My earlier reluctance to kill this sentinel does not denote trust. There's no guarantee he wouldn't attempt to arrest us at a later point.
This is all clearly a tactic on the consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved consul, but you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation.
A hidden room, eh? Even the protected, it's got things they don't want seen.
I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
Boy, I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another.
Before I forget, how'd you learn about the secret room?
Is a misnomer. The room appears to have been built by mistake, but someone forestalled its demolition without marking it on station blueprints. This is what is suspect. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander.
Right.
Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
With a life like mine, you either get real good at lying or real good at dying. For someone not trained in the art of yes, and you held your own pretty well, too. Stick with me. I've got lots of fun things I could teach you. Never mind.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post.
Let's get moving.
Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
The Evil One, BMO, Greg, and Fiery Redbeard. How y'all doing? Shut up.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. 10 places? These security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
No problem. Dangerously curious. Their curiosity often gets the best of you when hacking into terminals or other places. Tech, you'll often waste bypass chance to learn an extra thing or two. 1+1 bypass chance required to hack. Nah. I don't see a problem with that. I fixed it. Ain't no more lasers. What's up, Marty, Operator, and Ocho, Oko, and Tao, and yeah. Override entry security and unsealed central processing. Yeah. Entry defense is disabled. Central processing gateway unsealed. Sounds great. With the inception of our new line of listening posts, I have heard some mutterings that this outpost no longer requires the presence of its dutiful tenders, and that we shall all soon find ourselves replaced with automated systems and sent to serve the Protectorate elsewhere. Do not allow these rumors to bring about idleness. Be sure to replicate the data you are tasked with managing. What is innocent today may be seditious tomorrow. Yeah. Error, docking log purged. If this was due to malfunction, blah blah blah. Okay, sounds like we looked at everything there. Good. Oh, I see a silhouette of the wolf on damn it. Barred shit. Why is it highlighted in green, eh? Cool. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, move on. I'll be safe.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
And it's press keys at random. Alright.
Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
Be looking for hidey holes. Alright, that?
So you want to start a business. You might think you need a team of people and fancy tech skills.
You think that?
But you don't.
Yeah.
You just need GoDaddy Arrow.
Oh.
I'm Walton Goggins, and as an actor, I'm an expert at looking like I know what I'm doing. GoDaddy Arrow uses AI to create everything you need to grow a business. It'll make you a unique logo. It'll create a custom website.
The reactor
It'll have
activation
social
system
posts,
shall
even
likely be
set you up with
dysfunctional.
Social media
It's a
calendar.
known issue.
Get started at
These old
GoDaddy.com/.
Let me look.
It's GoDaddy.com/.
Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. The sprat gnaw on this? Sweet solid. A mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override doesn't trigger any security alerts.
Yeah, that's good. Alright, good job, Tris. Let's go.
Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
What? What's up, thirsty man? Brandon with the Y? Braden? Branyan? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
Standing by with life support.
Wait. Oh, hello, you.
Electrical samples failing.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue to the hidden room's location. I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden.
That's what she said. That is small and well hidden.
Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar. There. I'm certain of movement below.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it.
Try ambergris.
Amber. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
This all seems rather suspicious. Tristan, do you know this guy? Cadet Rao?
I knew this man when I was still a cadet. Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him.
We should interrogate him to see if he knows anything.
That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible.
What exactly were you supposed to do here? What do you remember about Tristan, if anything? What exactly were you supposed to do?
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions.
I can tell you're not stupid. If you want to live, you need to talk.
I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with this station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it.
So now Neo Ninja? Looks like an easy terminal to break into. I'm surprised you had so much trouble.
Well, I'm surprised too. This used to be second nature. Now I'm nothing.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
What do you remember about Tristan, if anything?
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
Seems suspicious, but I can't keep
my patience is beginning to dwindle. We should put an end to this morose situation as soon as we can.
I think we should let him go.
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not.
Came here under false pretenses. Doesn't intent matter to you?
I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously.
How can you care for justice if you see no difference between manslaughter and murder? Hope you've never accidentally tread on someone's foot. You'd be booked for assault. Does the phrase gray area mean anything to you? We're gonna go with number 1.
There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. But I do suppose the perpetrator's punishment does not change. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about protectorate law, I do at least see your point.
As a leader, I'm asking you to trust me here.
You have my trust. But if I am to remain loyal to my morals, I must be convinced.
Number 1.
It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we came here for first. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that.
To my esteemed sovereign, a message to inform you that the recent casualty estimates of my arbiters. In the last year of fighting, we've lost several thousand of Arcadia's finest. These doubles those lost in the first 2 years of fighting together. Each subject taken from us by the Protectorate's enemies has been revenged 100-fold, but the losses continue to mount. I know that whatever pain I feel is only a fraction of what you feel for the losses of your people. Just as I know that you must assuredly have a plan for the deliverance from our many foes. I urgently await your command, just as I have awaited each day for the last 3 years. Shaka Zulu. The consul has requested a meeting with me at my quarters on Praetor. Exact intent uncertain, but no doubt involves some convoluted justification for his latest stratagem. It's as if he consents when I am both at my busiest and least interested in seeing him. The execution he broadcast of those captured exemplars was barbaric. Were these not once our siblings? Could we not have at least interrogated them, broken them, perhaps impressed a few back into Protectorate service? He is a brute who can only see violence as a solution to every problem. But I know it would be a mistake to ignore a request such as this. Perhaps when my peoples can handle my duties in my temporary absence, it would be a useful learning experience. I had never expected it necessary to return to this location after its automation. The Sovereign has assured us the central control is perfectly safe. Yet, as we saw in Golden Ridge, with complete withdrawal of our forces some months ago, the old assumptions are so much cosmic dust. Hello, British Peppers. Black Crap Clapback. Sullivan, C. West, Jagarth, Daniel the Groomer. Angel Yoon Mayer. How y'all doing? Alright, this shall be my secondary office. Scurrying about like an insect is immensely dishonorable, but if I am killed, I shudder to imagine what would become of my arbiters. Preventing this room's demolition during the retrofitting process was a prudent move. If only I could convince the Sovereign to use the same prudence when committing my arbiters. But I had best keep thoughts such as that here where no one else knows to tread. I can only hope the tide of war changes soon. My pupils progress tolerably. Latest experiment period of unsupervised leave on Bastion for a week, 37 arrests total, 6 executions, listening devices caught, Virgil saying the consul's mustache looks like a breadworm. Disappointed at this lack of tact, will need to be severely reprimanded, should know better than to say that. And it could be easily heard. He's not the only one in need of discipline. Virgil, blah, blah, blah. The two have become fast friends. I hope this does not hamper them when it comes time for to prove himself to the other. Blah, 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 blah.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed. But I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. The Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa.
Could the Consul have brokered some kind of deal? Seems like he'd have connections. Could he have been working for someone within Sub Rosa? Number one.
I couldn't imagine the Consul pinning his duties on someone so clearly out of sorts as our recently departed friend. Besides, he has his own agents. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified.
Maybe because death isn't much punishment for entering an abandoned station. Protector doctrine has a strange intersection with morality, or lack of one. Don't ask me, I'm more concerned with dodger bullets and more quandaries. Mercy feels better than you thought, huh? You know, I think we should have killed him after all. 4.
My role does not allow for mercy. I am supposed to uphold the Protectorate's laws. How can I claim thus if I allowed a traitor to go free?
Objectively, Al-Qaeda didn't deserve to die for what he did, and you know it.
Objectively to whom? Damn it! Forget this. Forget it all. I can't allow any specter of doubt to creep into my decisions. Let us list this incident as a fluke and move on. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Sounds like a plan. What's up, CR3? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing okay. Blah, 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 blah.
Doing a task or two to buy the Order's support is one thing, but aligning with them? I hope you ain't considering it, Commander. They're nice enough folk, reasonable or like, but they ain't equipped to rule. You saw how they could barely manage a refugee camp, let alone hold the archive. Sure, the folk here don't seem to trust Auntie's choice, but give it time. They'll see the difference between freedom and complete domination soon enough. Just as Tausetti did.
I want both factions to work together. It'd be better for everyone if Auntie is not in control.
Would it really? She's a natural leader. Decisive. She ain't gonna consult an abacus, 12 charts, and 3 hangers-on before making a move. Listen, normally I'd take issue with one person playing Kingmaker. That is to say, you, and especially the Earth Directorate. But time's too short, and the stakes are too high for tribalism. There'll be enough time for that later. For now, we need to ally with someone who can defeat the Protectorate and close the rifts. So whatever you decide, I'll support you. We should move on, unless you've got something for me.
We'll talk later, G.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you're sufficiently prepared.
Has anything you've discovered changed your theory about the murder?
No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle. But that still does not fly in the face of what I believe.
Sounds good. I'll make the necessary pepper.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
Cool, Daddy. Wrong planet, dum-dum. Alright. Had the wrong mission selected. That lag. Yeah.
Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith.
Forthwith? What's up, Miguel? The Muffin Man? I see you. Pepe?
Smells like paint and agitated dust. Renovations, I surmise. That elevator over there goes to the Supreme Arbiter's old office. I hope the technicians have kept it in working order.
Later, G. What's up, Chio? ¿Qué pasó, yo?
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in. The terminal's locked.
No, I lost a kiss. It rolled down my leg and onto the floor. That's a sign I should stop shoving my face with these chocolates. Alright.
Which is no surprise. See if you can...
Okay, I need to take care of something. Gonna be right back. Hopefully the game doesn't time out while I am gone. Be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, got one more 3D model to spray paint. Be right back. Alright, I had a bunch of 3D models I needed spray painting so we can get them ready to get painted. Put the base coat on them so we can paint them for Christmas presents here. Sorry for the interruption, but I am back. Alright. Pages within are dense with writing as to be almost completely black in places. The edges of the book are worn and many pages bear highlight, bookmarks, circles, blah 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 blah. It seems to be a wine enthusiast's guide for home brewing. My second hand appeared, blah 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 blah. Okay.
You can find some method to bypass its passcode.
The Order of the Ascendant Globe, likely stolen from some order settlement. You'll notice a depressed switch half hidden in its base. Press the switch.
Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked. You must finish reading through that terminal. The elevator's been summoned from below. Someone's coming up. Hurry!
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. I shall lower myself to work with you, Consul. I will help you uphold your plan to... Oh, what in blazes? How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
Supreme Arbiter, it is my regret to inform you that over the course of the last week, we've lost another 2 cadres worth of Arbiters in the fighting on Cloister. Their unit was ambushed by a large number of Order troops en route to resupplying those holding the Archive. And though they eliminated 10 for each of their own field, they were eventually overwhelmed by Order firepower. We shall doubtless still prevail on Cloister. I shall see that until my dying breath. Though we have lost many more than expected, the Sovereign shall deliver us from this icy wasteland, crush our enemies forthwith. I met another arbiter today. The closing works didn't glean her name. As the two of us conferred, she spoke to a handful of junior arbiters she had been mentioning and asked if they have any advice. I told her to see which one of your recruits has the best knack for maintaining their weapons. Excellence in the most basic of tasks begets excellence in all else. She thanked me for my insight, realized shortly thereafter that it was not my insight, it was yours. All I know and I learned from you. You and Virgil presented a stable base from which I could be the best I could be. With you gone and Virgil distant, it is, for the first time in my life, difficult to see what the future might bring. All right, then.
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot.
Sorry, that must have been hard to see.
Actually, it wasn't. Perhaps at first, until I discerned her true intentions. My mentor hated the Consul and was deeply devoted to the Sovereign. She'd never speak thus, unless she was trying to lure the Consul into a trap.
Error. Arbiter's logic is circuitous and flawed. Mental health assessment recommended.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense.
Tristan.
Don't Tristan me. Just because the situation looks dire doesn't mean... Wait, do you hear that?
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on whose authority do you claim to judge me?
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
This isn't an old love interest, is it?
This is not the time for your deranged jests.
Well, that's ridiculous. My interest in Arbiter Rao is purely professional.
You do protest too much.
Enough. This has been an unpleasant day, and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked arbiter is grounds for arbitration.
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort.
And it looks like my game just froze. Internet connection is not spotty, you bastard. There we go, and my game is unfrozen again. Sons of a bitch.
There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand that Arbiter Rao had abandoned his station. He has, and must meet my judgment.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken.
Tristan, can't you see she's just following her duty like you, Mayhall, was it? Maybe we can come to an understanding. Number one.
at Oculus and again at the Vox, you showed me that the law may be interpreted. Clemency can be granted where before it would be unthinkable. Here my sense of duty clamors to be answered. But as much as it surprises me to admit it, I think you're correct. To this recruit, I've diverged from the path of righteousness. Slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice.
That sounds like a lot of treasonous thought, Arbiter Ray. Sort of ironic to be on the receiving end of the justice you normally mete out, huh? Sounds like you're going soft. Number one.
I would not. But I know the reality of swaying an arbiter from their chosen path. It's likely this situation may devolve into violence regardless.
What is this insanity? I would never imagine an Arbiter balking from their chosen course. I had hoped Arbiter Rao would come to his senses, but obviously to no avail. I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
Tristan spared a sentinel bent on arresting him. Does that seem like a traitor to you? Sometimes your punishments don't fit the crime. Tell her about the collating post. Number two.
The ex-Protectorate subject there had been mentally refreshed. Killing him would have accomplished nothing, despite his crimes, as he was merely a pawn to someone else.
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty, and expect telling me so would soften my decision to judge you?
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did. What you intend to do. Is this moral? Is this right?
Arbiters aren't under any jurisdiction but their own. No one put you up to this. Seems pretty obviously that you made a mistake with all this. Time to back off. We've talked long enough. Number one.
What of it? Someone has to stop him.
Ironic. You came here to judge me for much the same reason I have, as you so claim, deserted. I chose to investigate the Supreme Arbiter's death on my own. You chose to investigate my departure on your own. You seek to judge me for the very crime you are guilty of.
But that's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught.
Even Supreme Arbiters seem to have struggled to do the right thing by your laws. You face an inherent logical fallacy. All you can do here is follow your heart.
There's no protocol for following one's heart in the Protectorate. I still do not know what to do, but perhaps that is the point. Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants. It seems I must reflect on this matter.
I'm glad we got that resolved. Tristan, what do you think?
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise a hand against the other. I'm pleased.
Disengaging weapon systems.
So, what course of action do we take now?
Tristan, any words of wisdom you're gonna part?
It's important for an arbiter to use their forebrain. Next time you encounter something as strange as a loyal arbiter diverging from the path of righteousness, investigate. You may find more questions than answers. But deciphering them and interpreting justice as best we can is how we might serve Arcadia.
Uphold justice in my way. I'll attempt to remember that, Arbiter Rao. Thank you.
Glory to the Protectorate, Junior Arbiter. Make me proud. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably. Robbing Arcadia of an enthusiastic recruit would have given me little joy. You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad.
As a wee lad, eh? All right. Alright, it's hard to imagine you as a bright-eyed recruit.
I assure you, I was once there. Any arbiter of note must build their character on a foundation of enthusiasm. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired.
Wait. You know you're lying to yourself. These excuses of yours are unbecoming of an arbiter. You seem to be taking all this way.
Have you lived all your life within the Protectorate? No. What do you know about what makes an arbiter? I refuse to question the Supreme Arbiter, just as I refuse to cast every belief I hold dear into the mud. Push me no more. Virgil will know what to make of this. Together we'll figure out what to do. I'll message him when we return to the ship. Hopefully he shall respond. Quickly.
Okay then. Skoden. What's in the box? Breath of southern cold. A relatively standard filing cabinet features what must be blah 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 blah, and I don't have this. So fuck it.
Once we find Virgil, he and I shall unravel what occurred with the Supreme Arbiter. Together, we shall have no trouble, I'm sure.
Let's see how well you Arbiters know basic history. Who constructed the Archive?
The Matriarch did, of course. Who else could oversee the creation of such an immense, complex piece of machinery?
Inaccurate. It was presiding Bishop Allsafe the First. Presiding Bishop. The Matriarch gave permission, but he's the one who oversaw its actual construction.
I know that. But this is the problem with mathematics, Mr. Beck. There's always
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone.
Algorithmic dissonance? The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe. We can predict it down to it. The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
Oh, these guys.
Oh. I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais's research is now.
There were 2 anchorites in there earlier. I only see one body.
They should have been sealed in that room to focus on their studies uninterrupted. No one in or out. I'd suspect the missing anchorite knows something at least. We should ask her. Might be some signs in there of where she went. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said Anais' work was sent here. There might be signs of that, or where the missing anchorite got off to.
Oh.
Did you need something? May the plan favor us against long odds.
What's up, Squid Rip? Lauren, how y'all doing? You flip past hundreds of dense entries full of calculations and notes of arguments Chow was apparently working up for future debates before finding something relevant to your investigation. Later entries mention regular visits by an exemplar Southworth who claimed evidence of innovational means to shortcut to solving a universal equation. After noting the methods highly blah 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 and the final entries blah 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 began to believe the Brun blah 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 Chara blah blah. Her final entry ends on a note of deep concern, writing, I can clearly foresee that whatever the two have planned may soon occur. It may serve me right for praising putting theory into application to the end of the day, blah blah blah.
We should keep looking.
Yeah, so the plan. Series of manifesto-like musings from Anchor's Brun have been pinned to the chalkboard. Most of the comments rail against the current order. One passage toward the end stands out in particular. The universal equation should be our primary concern. All else is distraction, farce, and needless prolonging of suffering.
There may be more to learn here.
She did. Blood force trauma to the head. Puddle of blood nearby.
Blood Force trauma.
I've had a chance to look around. You seem like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered.
This datapad had references to research at Winter's Grasp.
I saw that. I believe it was Anchoress Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth, who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something. That they'd mentioned an old order research station.
I've identified the body.
Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloister mate Anchoress Brunn has some explaining to do.
You see what was supposed to look like some sort of super dense logic puzzle manifesto.
A disputation of current order methodology focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the Laureate Council and previous regime as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly.
Any idea where Brunn went?
That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden, place by the name of Point Obviation.
What else did you glean from all this?
I don't know what happened to Anchoress Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious. And the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the Order. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there. We need a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea.
Are you sure it'll continue?
I've seen it happen. Things can take on a life of their own at a certain point. The more overt the response, the more unexpected the outcomes. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the situation on the ground.
Back to ship then.
Yes. Time to seek out Anchoress Brunn. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. There be none. Provocation in progress. Resorting to violence. Back and stand. On their weaknesses.
Apologies. Emergency protocols are ready. Protocols not yet charged.
on my scopes. Target analyzed. Late on fire.
Providing a host of health.
Combatant scan. Analysis. Adversary vulnerability identified. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Standing by to stupefy. Back and scan.
Potential combatant.
Have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed.
You saw your part, get every time, get out. Perfect 10-step plan.
Un más tiempo.
Combatant scan.
Me.
So many dead. Place is falling apart.
If we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside...
Alrighty, I think that is about enough streaming for me tonight. Thank you all for joining. If you joined, liked, if you liked, all that good stuff. Appreciate it if you joined. If anybody's on, have a good one. Show me the way to go.